Hi, Maria here. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm excited to share with you fragrances that are on the chopping block, or they're absolutely being like they're going, man. I'm taking a hard stance and they're out of here. But some other ones, they're on the chopping block. But before we do that, if you haven't subscribed, just go ahead, hit that button. Join the Weird Wonderful family. I would love to have you part of the community. We talk mainly about fragrances here, but sometimes lifestyle, beauty, that sort of thing. So if you like that sort of business, just go ahead and subscribe and let's get into this. So the first one definitely going is Ebony Wood by Zara. Now this is part of the Zara Emotions collection. It was in collaboration with Joe Loves, who used to be the Joe Malone brand. So they're fairly simple fragrances, but this one is definitely a standout in the collection. It's just a woody, spicy fragrance. It's rich, it's deep, it's actually really, really beautiful, but it just doesn't do anything for me. I find it more masculine than unisex, and I'm really realizing that if it's got a massive amounts of wood, like I like oud, but just woodiness, it's not really me somehow. Like it just, when I wear it, it just doesn't make me feel happy. So yeah, this one does not bring me joy, so it's gonna go. But I think I'll give it to either my son or one of his friends or my nephews, because it really is nice, or else I'll just try sell it. Yeah, it always makes me sad, but it's taking up space and I want to make space. So this is going for sure. Next one that is a for sure gone is Prada Candy. Now this fragrance, I have tried to love it. I'm not sure why. Like I know lots of people love these, and that's the other thing. I know that you guys, like everybody loves these fragrances. Like pretty much everything in here is a hit. If I'm not wearing it, what's the point in having it? It's just stuff then. And so I'm wanting to clean it out. I need a cleansing, man. So this one, Prada Candy, is definitely going. Again, I've tried to like this one. It's just bland to me. So it smells sweet. Like if it's gonna be something, it's gotta give me some sort of like, you know, happiness behind it. Like at least this one has some spiciness, but this is like this is like just drinking the syrup out of a bottle. Like just, it's not got any sort of exciting things attached to it. It's just sweet. So like sweet ambery. I've heard some people say, oh, it develops so nice on their skin. It just does nothing for me, and it's so linear and just bland. So, you know, I don't want to drizzle myself in bland. Like I want to drizzle myself in pizzazz. So this one's gonna go. Now the next one that's more on the chopping block, it's definitely, like I'm not getting rid of it now, but likely I will, is Shaykh Por Femme by Rasasi. Yeah, by Rasasi. So this one I just recently purchased. Supposedly it's a bit of a dupe for Carolina Herrera's Good Girl, which may be why I don't like it, because I'm not really a fan of that fragrance. When I smell this, it just smells synthetic to me. I've worn it a couple times, like just on my hand, because I don't like it enough to spray it everywhere. I am going to try spray it everywhere and see if somehow it's redeemed. I'm not for sure getting rid of this immediately. But I'm having to work up the strength basically to want to wear it. Now the other two, those aren't on the chopping block. Like even Kismet, I said it smelled like poo. It's starting to evolve, so I don't know if my nose is just getting used to it or if it needed to macerate for a time or mature. So that one I'm still really intrigued by, but this one, it just smells kind of like a smosh of messy syntheticness. Like I don't understand the intrigue with this one, because lots of people really said that it was just beautiful. So I don't know if I'm missing the boat on this or something. Again, sometimes it takes my nose a bit of time to warm up, but I've really not been a fan of fragrances like Carolina Herrera or Black Opium, ones like that. I don't know why, but I find them slightly confusing. This is like a cross between like a Carolina Herrera and maybe a bit of a Viva La Juicy. I know that those are the comparisons that are out there. So this has a brighter note in it, almost a little bit appley. I don't know what is all in this one, but it just comes across synthetic and slightly sharp. So yeah, this one may be going, for now, it's on the block. Oh, I sound so tough, don't I? But I just sometimes feel sad. But anyway, okay, calm down. Let's just keep going. So the next one, I can't believe that I'm putting this on the block, but I wore it today, and it's not the first time I've had a negative reaction. So I think it's going to be going. It's on the block. It's not for sure being chopped yet. And it is Dolce & Gabbana's The Only One Intense. Ah, I can't believe I'm saying that because it's definitely my favorite out of all of them. I loved this one to begin with, but what I'm enamored by is that opening. Like what I smell on the cap is divine. So if I could get that apple, coconut, boozy goodness the whole entire time, if it was super linear on me, I would be in love. But unfortunately, the cedar and the wood just, they come out to play big time, and it just feels not quite right on me. Like again, that woodiness just somehow doesn't do it for me. So what I end up doing with this one, as well as my next one, is I pair it with Cherry Delight by Be Layered, or anything cherry. Like I tried La Petite Robe Noir with this one today, just to kind of brighten it up and make it a little bit more happy. I don't know why, but this is just, I'm struggling with the woods in this. So I can't believe I'm saying that because it was such a love. And it's still, like, when I smell that, it just, it's creamy. It's intoxicating. I love the coconut. I love the apple. I love the booziness I get from that combo. It's just so beautiful. If only the wood didn't come out to play, then I would be happy. But it's like this horrible, horrible wood that all of a sudden shows up and just kind of drags down the party. It kind of reminds me of Eeyore, like just that's what the wood does for me. So yeah, on the block right now. I'm not gonna get rid of it yet because I kind of like love this one for whatever reason, and it's harder to get rid of it, but likely it's gonna go. Another one that it's gonna get chopped, like it's gonna be a chop, is Versace's Crystal Noir. This one, again, I love the way it smells on the cap, and I would love to, I would love to love smelling like this. And you guys know, I have a whole entire idea around this one being like the female assassin, femme fatale chick. And so that alone brings me joy. So who knows, maybe I'll keep this for reference. I may do that. Okay, see, I have a hard time. I have a hard time partying with these ones. Okay, anyway, we'll see what happens. But this one, when I wear it, it just smells kind of soapy and peppery. It doesn't, there's no sexiness to it for me. I think it just doesn't smell right on me. Love the way it smells in the bottle. I'm sure I would love, like if someone walked by with this one on, I'm sure I would love it. But on me, it just smells like a soapy pepper. No good. So goodbye. Or at least it's going into the archives as a reference perfume. Like, yeah, okay. Anyway, yeah, tough. It's tough. It's tough for me. This is tough. Whew. Okay, next one that is definitely going is Jessica Simpson's Fancy. Ooh, like this is a major holy grail for some people. And it's such an affordable fragrance. It's like so affordable. I think this costs $17. Now, this is a very pretty fragrance. It smells like caramel and a little bit of apple to me. Again, there's a sharp synthetic aspect to this that I just don't get on with. So it's super sweet and syrupy, but it doesn't wow me. Like caramel isn't my favorite, and when it's just a thick, sweet, kind of more vanillic centric fragrance without any smokiness or something, I'm not sure. So this one is going to be going. So yeah, goodbye Jessica Simpson Fancy. Like, you are darling, but you have to go. Next one that's on the block, this one's not a for sure, is Mac Teddy. I just never reach for this one. I actually enjoy when I wear it. It smells very root beery to me, and in a way it reminds me of the dry down of L'Entrée Rouge. So Rouge to me is this spicy, sexy fragrance. When I first put it on, I'm just intoxicated by it. Like, it is sexy. I love it. My husband loves it. So I thought about getting it, but in the deep dry down, to me it smells very similar to Mac Teddy. Just, it goes very root beer vibe on me, which is what this one does. This one, sometimes people think it smells like tobacco vanille. I don't think it smells anything like tobacco vanille. Like, I get where they're coming from, but tobacco vanilla is so much richer, so much, you know, kind of sweeter, more decadent, more luscious, luxe smelling. This one's nice enough, but again, I'm not reaching for it. So it's definitely on the block, to be determined. Another one, likely it's gonna go, yeah, likely it's gonna go, is Dolce & Gabbana's Pour Femme. This one, I talked about it recently. I just thought it smelled like someone, again, with just zero personality. Like, these two are probably best friends, but I don't know what they'd say to each other because they're both so boring. Yeah, boring and boring. Like, these girls, they're yeah, they're boring, man. Like, now this one, there's something about it that I do like. Something just under the surface that's a little bit kind of intoxicating. This one's got a little bit more personality than this one. But yeah, I just, I liked, like, when I smelt it like this, I liked it, but I'm just not sure about it. So this one's on the block, likely gonna go. But again, maybe not, because obviously I'm waffling terribly. Like, I feel almost guilty because I love these little fragrances and they become my friends, although I'm being really mean and trash talking these two, but it's like, they're my friends. They bring me joy, like, mostly, not these ones obviously, but yeah, like, I feel kind of guilty. Plus, you know, there's something that I do like about it, so that I'm like, oh, should I hold on to it? Like, am I going to regret it? You know, I want to make room for things that I totally love. So I think this one needs to go. Last one that's on the block, but not being chopped right now, and this is the most painful one, partially because it was pricey, like really pricey. Is Replicas by the Fireplace. Like, I feel like cringy telling you guys these ones because I know I've talked about this one and this one so much. But this one, like, I love the way it smells. So when I smell this, oh, like, it's just gorgeous. It's so gorgeous. But it's another one that I tend to want to pair with a Cherry Delight or Lost Cherry by Tom Ford, something like that, because it's just so woodsy. So I love the marshmallow. I love, you know, the wood, the burning wood. I love the vibe that I get from this. Like, it's a whole entire vibe. Like, it's a story. I feel like I'm starting to sound like Owen Wilson. It's a vibe. It's a story. But it kind of is. Like, you know, I totally see myself at a fire. At a fire roasting marshmallows. But yeah, like, the problem with this one is, again, that wood. So, you know, this one, and this one, they all go so woody. And as nice as it is, it just feels heavy on me. It's not my personality. So yeah, I'm really struggling with this one, even though it's beautiful. This is definitely one that I would think of giving to my son rather than selling it if he likes it, because it's such a beautiful fragrance. And Yeah. Plus, I just like it being around. Okay, you're too weird. Okay. Anyway, those are the fragrances. This video was difficult. This video was brought to you by the indecisive Maria. Those are the fragrances that are like either headed out or on the chopping block. The ones that are already gone are Acqua Colonia, like the 4711 Acqua Colonia Lime and Nutmeg. That one I sold, I think it's White Peach and Coriander by 4711. That one's gone. They didn't work for me. I still really like the lemon and ginger, but for the most part, you put them on and within half an hour to an hour, they're gone. So I got rid of those. Agent Provocateur, that one was just a no for me, so that one's gone. Also Comptoire Sud Pacifique, there was a grapefruit one. That one's gone out of my collection as well. I think I hauled it and that was it. I hauled it, but I hated it. So it was a blind buy and it's gone. So those ones are gone from my collection, thankfully. And then, yeah, these other ones, there's a few on the chopping block and some headed out. And that's it. Anyway, this is painful for me, so I'm going to just say goodbye. And hope you have an amazing week, and we'll talk to you soon.